Good afternoon, I'm Jeff. I'm a Sewer Tech Northwest. Today we're at property address 2908 Douglas Avenue here in Newburgh. We're located at the rear of the home, right by the crawl space hatch it looks like. We have a 4-inch cast iron cleanout as our point of access. I'm going to insert the camera and check the overall condition and serviceability of the sanitary sewer line. Currently have water running. Here we go. We're going to let the line drain out here for just a moment. Okay, coming up onto this here, it's very hard to tell because of the standing water we have in the line here whether we have hit the main lateral connection or not. This almost looks like it's connecting onto a main, like it would terminate. It's very difficult to see though. I'm going to put a riser on the camera head to see if that gives us any better picture there. Alright, now some of that water's kind of sloshed out of the way here. We are getting a better view of this spot. That opening there looks like a main lateral connection. That does not look like a Y. It looks like it's tying right on to a main there. Otherwise, you wouldn't have an opening that big. So anyway, this does appear to be the terminus of the line. The thing I would check into here is just to double check and make sure this is where the responsibility terminates. It looks like there's some type of main lateral running on the property here. And we have another pipe tying in right there. So my guess is that's probably the neighbor's house coming into the line. So anyhow, this does appear to be the terminus. It's a very, very short line. But I would double check to make sure that how responsibilities are divvied up here. And to understand where your responsibility starts and stops. Usually it's by the time you've hit that connection there. And this bit has a fair amount of standing water in it, but if this is a main lateral, generally this is not even the homeowner's responsibility here. So what I'll do is I'm going to put a paint marking in the backyard, right where the line ties onto that connection, for reference reasons. The thing I don't love about this setup here is it appears that either due to settling or installation or what have you, we have a standing water at the very end of the line here. And we have another tie-in right there on this side of it as well, on the left side. So with that many connections coming into it, this definitely appears to be the terminus of the line right here at about 17 feet out. And we've got some standing water that's kind of flowing from the main almost back into this line here. But again, that's something that's usually the city's responsibility and not that of the homeowners. So it looks like we might have some very minor settling that's occurred in like the last 2-3 feet there of the pipe. But in my opinion, it's not enough to fix. And you probably wouldn't be fixing it without, redoing the main lateral setup there. And my camera punched through a bunch of debris. That may have drained this thing out completely there. When I rounded the corner, there was a bunch of stuff sitting right in the pipe. And that may have been the whole culprit there, why we had water standing. So I'm going to locate and mark this. I would just double check to make sure that this is where your responsibility ends, but this appears to be the terminus at 17 feet. Let's put a white marking here. The line does kind of pass through the fence, so I can't get right on top of it, but this is where I've got a white marking kind of on the right side of the house, but at the rear right corner of the house. or the property, I'm sorry. I'm going to go ahead and reel the Cameron out of the line here. About 99% of it is cast iron. The last foot of it there is concrete. And all of it at this point is in good condition, has good flow, and is functioning properly at this time.